Summer keeps winding down, so treasure what is left. If you want to spend the last couple of weeks of summer chasing walleye, Ray Gildow of the Nisswa Guides League is your man. Gildow shares his walleye wisdom in this week's fishing tips.
If you're a walleye fisherman, you know that in a typical summer, walleye fishing can be pretty tough. And people look at lakes as if the walleyes almost have disappeared. Where are they? Well, the walleyes are still there. They have just moved from the deeper waters, sometimes 14, 18, 20, 25 feet. And a lot of times they've moved right up into the weed beds. And so fishing weed beds is a really good technique for fishing walleyes in midsummer when you get those 80, 90 degree days, even when it's hot and still or when it's windy. And one technique that I like to use is I use a bucktail jig, which is just a little jig with tail on it, with feathers. And a bucktail jig is a very effective way, and you can tip this too if you want to with live bait or with like a paddle bait or something of that nature. But I prefer to go this way because it is a little more weedless and it's lighter and you'll feel the bites a little bit easier. And just to give you a little demonstration, what I like to do is I like to find the edge of the weeds where the flats go out or the drop-offs are. And I like to find weeds that are broad-leafed and thin. You know, this isn't going to be a very good effective technique if you go into thick weeds. And I like to go and see where the weeds are, and I like to go and I cast short. I don't make long casts, I cast short, work that down along the weed edge, and you will get bass, you will get northern pike doing this, and I work my way just along that weed edge, and you will pick up walleyes because that's where they are. They're hanging into those weeds. If you make that long cast, you're going to come back with a pile of weeds every time, guaranteed. So just work that line very carefully, right along the weed edge, and if you get a bite, put a marker on it and work it over. I'm Ray Gildow with the Nisswa Guides League, and that's this week's fishing tip.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.